If you're a partner of someone that you love, it can be very irritating when you feel like you have to do all the work in the relationship. If you want affection, you have to initiate it. If you want to talk, you have to get the ball rolling. If you want to connect in some way or do an activity together, it's always up to you, and it can be very annoying, very frustrating. And there might come a time when you decide to just put your foot down and stop and just wait and see what happens, and get more and more angry when it doesn't. Well, I've helped many people like that who have discovered that they feel uncared for when their partners don't take the initiative and don't seem to want to do anything in the relationship. They want my client to do everything. So here's an example of someone that I helped do this. Let's call him Tony. So Tony had been married a few years, and everything was going fine. They had the house to take care of, the baby to take care of, work, all sorts of things. But he noticed that he wanted to feel like he was wanted as a person. And he didn't feel that. His wife was always tired, or she was busy, or whatever it was. And he would go through times when he'd get so angry and frustrated that he'd shut down. He wouldn't speak. He would just go through the motions and ignore her. But inside, he would be waiting and waiting and waiting for her to take action. He needed proof that he was desirable, attractive, wanted, special, important, valued, all those things. And he was damned if he was going to keep reaching out and do it himself. So here's how I helped Tony. We worked together on how in his childhood, his parents were kind of emotionally unavailable. His mother was always trying to deal with her issues regarding fighting with her husband. His dad was either drinking or tired or not there or getting angry and blowing up. But he was never there for my client, Tony. Tony didn't feel loved, cared for, important, special, or anything. And as a kid, he really couldn't do the work. He couldn't force his parents to see him, to acknowledge him, to want him, to take pleasure in him and care for him. So he just had to hide it all, and he became very hard. Like, I don't need anybody, don't need anything, it's fine if they don't care. But inside, he was gooey and soft and wanted that care. He needed it. And then when it came to his marriage, he would find the same feelings coming up again. He wanted these initiations from his wife. He wanted to feel all those things that make anyone feel special, cared for, wanted. He wanted to prove that he was important, because what was happening was he was reliving those moments when his father would be in a drunken stupor, or his mother would be kind of out in her own world and not taking care of him. He wanted to feel like he was really in his wife's world and belonging and mattering. So he would have protests and step aside, not do anything, get depressed, sleep for long periods of time, just go through the motions and so on. Until I shared with him that he was doing to himself exactly what his parents did to him. He was ignoring his needs. He was pretending they didn't exist. He was shutting down, and he was not letting himself ask, create, and get what he needed. Every time he shut down, any efforts on his wife's part would not be seen, and he wasn't going to receive them in the way that she was offering them, because they didn't come in the kind of package he expected, wanted, or demanded. So what I helped him to do was to think about this. If you really want something, does it matter who starts it? If you want it, express it, own it. It's not shameful, it's just human. And if you express it and initiate it, you might get a good response. But if you just sit back and wait, your partner, it might think that you're not interested, you don't want it, that it becomes hard work on your partner's part to do it. So basically, my client Tony was thinking about it as just work, not as something he wanted or needed. So we gradually worked on that concept of getting and expressing his needs, because they were real and they were part of his humanity and his existence. And they would add pleasure to his life. It wasn't work that he had to do for someone else in order to get them to do something that would have felt then just like, oh, well, they're just supposed to do it anyway, so it wouldn't feel good. And slowly, he began to see that he was kind of getting in his own way. And if he made the first move, he would invite his wife in. They could collaborate. It was no longer work for either of them. It was something pleasurable, connecting, enjoyable. They wanted to do it. They got pleasure out of it. They felt good about each other. And slowly, Tony began to take that step of saying, this is what I want. I'm not a kid anymore. I don't have to wait for my mom and dad to do anything. I have a voice. I know what I want. I can speak it. I can show it. I can ask for it. But I don't have to pout. I don't have to sit in a corner and wait. I don't have to be angry. I don't have to shut down. I don't have to get depressed in order to find out if my partner gives a damn or not. And what he found was if he initiated some contact with his wife, she responded. It wasn't always exactly what he wanted, of course not. But he got something, and together they made something of it. The problem in the beginning was if he started something, he would want her to then take over. So it was either him or her. And what I helped him to do was to say, it's okay to start it if you're in the mood for something, but then you create it together. It belongs to the two of you. It's an our thing, not mine or yours. That made all the difference in the world, and he practiced it with me, and now he's doing it with his wife, and he's in a much better place. He's actually feeling cared for, wanted, special, and valued. And you can do the same if you allow yourself to think about asking for what you want, expressing it, and then inviting your partner to collaborate with you so that you get it and you give back at the same time. It becomes something mutual. And now I'd like you to do something for me. Please let me know what you thought of the video, what made it good or bad for you, what the resonances were, what it reminded you of, what memories it brought back, and how you're doing in your relationship when you feel that you're not being shown the love and the care that you deserve.